Thank you for stopping by. I've learned a lot on YouTube about minimalism and the determined pursuit of having less to have more. And while I've learned so much, I've realized that there are few voices out there, and probably another voice needs to be added because everything else on TV, magazines is telling us to get more stuff. And I just feel the gospel of less needs to be preached a little bit more. So I am repackaging a lot of what I've learned. The masters out there, I've learned so much from Dawn, the minimalist mom, and Cass from Clutter Box, and I will put a link to their channels below. But really and truly, it's just about just getting more people to hear this message and see if it resonates with them. And I'll give you a classic analogy. I just came from town center and I went to get some face wipes. And at the counter, the lady asked, do you want some hand wipes? No, thanks. Do you have a card, a frequent buyer card? No, thanks. Do you want one? No, thanks. Do you want a free magazine? No, thanks. Okay, yeah, I'll have one. So I left my house for face wipes and I could have come back with 5 other things. Instead, I came back with 1 extra thing. And so as things are coming into our house, do we have a means of getting them out? Because our houses are a finite amount of space. As long as you have 4 walls and a roof, there's a certain amount of space you have in your house. And if things are coming in, how can we enjoy our space if there's so much stuff around us? So a lot of us do a deep clean at springtime, summertime, Christmas time, you know when you do it. But it's useful to have a BAU process or a regular daily process, something that gets things out of your house more regularly than the once a year cleaning. And so one of the things which I find quite useful is just having a box somewhere in the corner in your house, under your desk, in the corner of your spare room, at the bottom of a wardrobe, just some box where as things, you feel that things no longer serve you, you put it in that box. And what that does is that you gradually just get a pile of things that don't fit in your house. Gradually you build up a pile of things that no longer belong in your house, and then it's much easier to just get them out as opposed to, oh, I see something, oh, I don't really need it, it stays there, and then by the time you realize, okay, I need to do a deep clean, you kind of have to start searching around the house for it. So today I thought I would just take you through what's in my clutter box today. Well, it's not even my clutter box. Some people call it your donate box, your give box, your charity box. I call it charity because there's a charity shop down the road from me. But if you don't have charity shops where you live and you give to friends and family, you could call it your love box, your give box. It's the things that, you know what, I bought it because I loved it once, but I no longer need it, I no longer love it, somebody else can love it, and I'm going to give it to that person when I find them. And so you can have friends and family come over and they just know the box to go and dig in and find stuff that they love. Some people have swap parties where once a month, once a quarter, everybody comes together with their swap box and people swap, oh, I haven't read this book, oh, this top fits me. It's a really lovely way of getting the things that you no longer need out of your house. And a lot of the things that we no longer need can go in the garbage. It's no longer useful, but there's a lot of stuff in our house that can serve other people. And so let's just go through some of the things that are in my box today. So I'll start off by pulling out this first thing here, skipping rope. I've owned this for about 2018, 6 years now, with the hope that one day I'll skip, and I'll skip regularly 6 years down the line, and I can probably say I've tried it once just to see if it works. There's something in me that's saying keep it for 1 more year. But it's just a question about, is there somebody out there who probably will use this, who has a skipping rope that's breaking and needs another one? So this is in my charity box. It will go. What fills in my charity box quite a bit as well is books. There are not many books that we read and we want to read again. And so coincidentally, we have 2 books in here that I have never read. Got from a friend that I thought I'd read one day, and it's been on my shelf for 2 years now. Guess what? It's taking up space. Somebody else can read it, so it's going. Bought this in an airport once to read on the plane. Didn't read on the plane. It's never read it again. That's another 2-3 years on my shelf. So again, these are books. This one I read, and I'm probably not going to read it again. I know I'm not going to read it again. It took me forever to finish. So these books can go to the library on my way to work, go to a charity shop where people can just pass and pick a book that is of interest to them. Again, when I'm looking to clear my house, I don't have to now start going on bookshelves to find things that I can, but I already have a collection of things that need to go. My Achilles heel DVDs. You can't even buy a DVD player anymore, but I still buy DVDs. And so I went for my collections because sometimes you just want to watch a movie that you love. And so this is Grand Budapest Hotel. I love anything that's done by Wes Anderson. His movies are absolutely great. It's going for my collection and I love him so much. I have 2 of these, so somebody else can fall in love with him. This is going. This is The Theory of Everything. Watched it in cinema. I don't even know why I bought it again. Doesn't have a case, but hopefully somebody, maybe nobody has a DVD player again, but maybe somebody would love this, so it's going. Excel Bible. When I was learning Excel, it came with a book. Everything is online now, so this can go. I mean, some of the things could go in the garbage, but you just think maybe somebody may want this, so you give it away. If you give it to a charity shop or you put it in this box and nobody wants it, then you know, okay, it's time to get rid of it. But I think it's worth offering to somebody. What else is in the charity box? Let's have a look. Candles. How long have I had this? At least 5 years. I have burnt it, but it's not being used. So again, this is one that's going. Other random things. A nail cutter. Is this useful? Absolutely. I have 3. This one is not opened. Somebody could use it. So this can go in charity bin, give to a friend. And some of the things in the charity bin, like when I put them in there, if oh, Susie may like this, I'll put it aside or I'll send her a message. I have this. Do you want it right away? So you can get things out almost immediately. But other things, a map, scratch map. I got about 3 of these. I've already given away 2. I'm not a fan of these. When you scratch them, it's not the most, yeah, it doesn't work. It's going. What else? Clothes, always clothes. So let's see. Some scarves. I laugh because a friend of mine gave me this and I've held on to it for a long time because a friend gave it to me. And the sentimentality of who gave it to me makes me want to keep it. But I never use it, and I've never used it, and I will never use it. And so it's, do I hold on to this? And some things mean a lot to you. And even now I'm speaking, I'm thinking maybe I'll keep it. Some things mean a lot. And we talk about what we give away. Some things are useful. What do we keep? So in our house, we keep the things that are useful. I need cups, I need forks, I need a broom. These are useful to us for our everyday life. But we also keep the things we love, the things that have memories, the things that we treasure. Now, there are a lot of things we treasure. We can't keep everything. But this is something that I have had, again, for another 6 years, and I've never worn it, never used it, because I'm just not a scarf person. And I just think somebody else can get some really good use of it. So what I've done is I've taken a picture of this, and I also have pictures of when I got it, and when I see that, it still brings back the same memory. So I don't think it's worth me holding on to this in my drawer. Every time I see it, it just gets pushed aside. I'm not using it, so this can go to somebody else. Sorry, Alex. Dresses. My sister was doing a clear out of her cupboard. That was in 2020, and I came across these 2 dresses. No, actually my sister gave me this. This is from one of my sisters last year. It didn't fit her, and she loved the color, loved the dress, and she thought it would look good on me. The color does look good on me. And I have another one. This is the one from 2020 where my sister was clearing out her 2021, clearing out her wardrobe, and gave me this dress. Now, both of these dresses have something in common. They're spandex. Spandex is not forgiven. But I thought, you know what? I'll hold on to these because in 2 years' time, I will look amazingly slim and these will just fall off me. 2-3 years down the line, they're not falling off of me, and they're just still in my wardrobe waiting. So again, I could hold on to them for another 2 years, and then when I'm amazingly slim, then they'll fit. Or I can give it to somebody in the next 2 years. When I'm amazingly slim, I can get another 2 dresses, and who knows, maybe one in spandex. But again, these are things that are just taking up space and somebody else can love them. So we call them pre-loved stuff. This has never been worn by anybody, so somebody else can use this. An apron. I went to Amsterdam, and when I cook, I like to wear, when I'm cooking a lot, when I'm really, really cooking, like I have guests coming over, etc., I like to have an apron. And I thought, you know what, instead of buying a magnet, I'll buy a apron. This one doesn't work. It doesn't tie properly. It's just not the right fit. I've worn it twice, but I just find myself not using it. So again, could somebody else use this? So this is going. A magnet from a friend. Went on holiday. I didn't go on holiday. It doesn't resonate for me. So again, I'll pass this on. Shoelaces. I don't even own the shoes, but I always felt, you know what, it's just so useful having a pair of laces. You just never know. Well, I don't know when I'll know because I've never used these laces. I just keep getting a new pair of shoes with its own new laces and I never end up using these. Should I throw these away? Well, they're brand new. Perhaps somebody needs a pair of laces. So again, it's in my gift box and it will go. Now, I have, like I said, I have tons of charity shops around me. It doesn't take me 5 minutes to go down the road and just drop the stuff. And the charity shops, they display and people come and get it. Not everybody's as fortunate. If you don't have a charity shop next to you, I would advise you again, still have a box, still have some place that when you try on a top, it doesn't fit you anymore, or you don't like the way it feels. It's too nice to put in the bin, put it in the box. I've read this book, put it in the box. I've watched this movie. When people don't do DVDs anymore, but I won't watch it again, put it in the box. Plants. I have a few plants and sometimes they grow and the plant pot is too small. I won't use it again. I don't like it again. There's so many things that we can just put in these boxes because other people are looking for it. So somebody else is looking for a pot. They go to the shop. They can get a perfectly good pot from you. Or somebody's looking for a book, like I'm traveling and I would love to get a book. Do I have to go and buy a book? Or do I have to go to the library? Like, I mean, it's just like we can share the stuff we have that we once needed and we don't need anymore, but somebody else needs. So I hope this has been very helpful for you in terms of thinking about how things are leaving your house. It's always good to do a good clear out once a year, twice a year. But if we make it a habit of just, as we see things that we're not using, putting it away, it just makes it very easy for things to leave our house. Because like I said when I started, it's so easy for things to come into our house. We leave our house for one thing. Most days we go to the shop and we come back with 2-3 times. Things are coming into our house so easily. We need to find ways to get things out of our house, because this is probably for another video, but why do we want things out of our house? Because it just frees up the time and the space to enjoy it more. When we have less stuff around us, we enjoy our homes more, and we have more time to do the stuff that we really love. That's for another video, but I hope this has been helpful. Please leave a comment. This is new. I'm just hoping to help people who are trying to get their things under control. If this has been helpful, leave a comment on why it was helpful, what I could have done better, as I try to put a few more videos out there to help you. That'll be really, really useful. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.